Let's get into it, guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Let's see exactly how we can transgress this time while we are here together. While we are together, let's see exactly what we can have going on. Good evening, good evening, good evening, my friends. How are you this evening? What y'all got going on? How was your evening? I assume it is doing well. I assume. All right. Let me not waste too much time. Hope your Monday was great. Good evening. Good evening. Let me just get myself a little bit of air. There you go. Right there. Okay. So let's dig into it. All right. So I don't want to waste any time at all. Um. All right. Again, let me start. Let me start. Let me start. Let me just start. And we're going to talk about the topic together. Don't worry yourself. Hey, don't worry about it. We're going to discuss the topic together. Okay, so it's just this that we get today. All we got today was Charmian, congratulations. Congratulations. Charmian. Charmian, congratulations on you said that is what, 24 years? What? You're going to be things in Charmian. Charmian, listen to me, I need to write a book. Congrats, Charmian. Congrats, Charmian, on your congratulations, Charmian. Hold on, give me one moment here, guys. Charmian is celebrating 24 years. Congrats. To you and your husband, congrats. All right, so they gave us this skit today, right? And they give us a series of skit with Shayla trying to leave the baby with Anthony for a week. All right? Them trying to give whatever it is for a week to see exactly what's going on. So let's just kind of play just pieces into whatever it is, and we're gonna talk about it, and y'all give me on the take on it, because maybe me say, let me come on, because maybe O'Neal not so right, but what am I say? Maybe I say some things, but him not really say too much. It's as simple as that. So I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Shayla just hit me up and said she was coming by with Kai.
Oh. Okay. Um. Okay. See.
All right. So Amber discombobulated, right? Let me get down to where it's right here. So I want to get down to where she sits down. Okay? Because we're just try to see if we can get some context into the argument.
Amber, do you have an issue with Shayla being here while you're not here?
All right, let me stop this right here, sir, because the whole of the skit don't even matter. The discussion is this. This is the discussion. Should they be having Shayla in their house? Let me ask y'all that question. Let's say this thing happened to you. Should you be having Shayla in your house? That's the question I ask. Should you be having Shayla in your house? Ladies, me know you might not, this might not be you, but you're saying, you know what? I'm going to take him back, blah, 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 blah. And you do the whole gamut of whatever you do. By the way, guys, once you come in, hit the like button, please. Go ahead and hit the like button. Should she take him back? Should they allow Shayla to be coming in the house? Let me ask y'all that. Let me just start right here so first. I had a point of view upon it, but again, don't make me sway you. Think about it for yourself. You have a mistress. You know this mistress has done something with your husband already. Would you be allowing them to walk through your doors? Don't make O'Neal sway you. Let me just tell me what to say. Shayla would never come into my house ever again. You're welcome, Charmaine. Let me see exactly what I say right now. Never again. Give me your take. Amy says only if they're not alone. Only if they're not there. Only if what? Only if they're not alone. Thank you. Amy say only them not alone. So Amy is saying them can still go in. Please stop letting her in. No, just at the steps. I would not allow her in my house. I see her. Twilia says there should not be a problem with dropping Kai off at the door and leaving. Look, all of them responses I would me agree with, you know. I just don't see. There are certain lines that I've come to learn that you just don't cross, because once you cross them, they become problematic. I just realize them cause problems. No to the second power. That means it's no times no times no. Nanya, you even give it, or me would I give it? I say get drop-off spots, but people have different preferences, and I'm just listening to y'all's preferences today. I wouldn't allow Shayla to even drive up to my house. We would always meet at a public place. These things exist for a reason. Why? Because it creates boundaries. Friends, I love my Amber, you know, but I don't like how she violate this boundary. This is boundary number one. I think she violate the boundary. Listen to me. I get all the grace and everything else, but maybe I will tell me, say, O'Neill is for the sake of grace and for the sake of the Lord and all that kind of thing. As if me can't love you from a distance. It seems like me can't love people from a distance. As big as the house and as wide as there are no cameras. That's correct, Joy. I definitely would not allow her in my home. I'm just saying. That's all I say. I don't know. Anthony, thank you very much for that, Antoinette. No. Meeting location only. Stupid to allow infiltration back into your home. Listen to me. I just don't like this at all. Drop off spot for Kai would be the police department parking lot. I just don't know. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed something. I think the writers are saying that Anthony trusts Amber to go to Wayne's party, so Amber needs to trust Anthony. Amber invited Shayla in first. Regardless of what the writers are saying, I think they're also questioning us as far as this topic is concerned, though, Charmin. And I think they're asking us a question. How do you go about these things? And we keep saying, right, because these things happen in real life, you know, where people get issues. I think what the writers are saying is that there's something called boundaries. That's what I think they must say. And what they're saying is that Amber has another decision again at boundaries. And she has to set that boundary. She has already crossed the line in the past and allowed Shayla to do what she do. She can't afford to get the same thing happen to her again. Why would Shayla do anything different? Amber being nosy and going in her house makes Shayla feels comfortable coming in yours now. Very comfortable. She get comfy coming at the house. But maybe it's O'Neill. Maybe it's just O'Neill thinking about this differently. So that's why I may ask y'all, the audience now. That's why I may ask y'all. Their relationship requires major boundaries to be in place. And the problem I have with it is there are no boundaries. That's our problem I have with it. That's the problem. Do they lack boundaries? The problem only have with it is that they lack boundaries. Do they have boundaries? Because you have to have boundaries in it. You just have to have boundaries. Boundaries assist people in how to deal with you. You teach people how to deal with you. You teach them how to do that. You can't just make them do anything and then them just pop back in again. Shayla has no sense. She shouldn't be coming to my house of just their after just their romantic relationship. Shayla has called the police on Amber and taken advantage of Anthony while impaired. I'm glad, Miss T, I'm glad you're seeing these things and putting them up in it. That's what I'm saying. If I'm not there, they can't come into my house. I would say them can't come into the house at all. That are my stance on it. I'm agreeing with y'all now. That me wouldn't let her into the house. None at all. You're not coming to my house either. May I tell you, I'm not going into your house and you can't come to my house neither. Ain't no way no man impregnated my wife and him setting foot through my door. Why? 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 Because I'm more godly than anybody else? No way. No way. You have to understand the situation that you're in. Ain't no way. There's no boundary. Once I get the devil grown, it is hard to regain that ground that was relinquished. Exactly. You're now giving the woman whatever it is. That's it. You're giving her a reason to invite herself in. So I think the symbology of the writing is Amber has invited Shayla back into her house. And regardless of how much faith Amber wants to have, and I understand the level of faith and all that kind of thing, but there are levels to this. If you're not inviting Shayla in to pray for her and lay hands on her and to read the Bible and the scriptures, don't invite her in. You teach people how to treat you. And if you allow yourself to be walked over, you can't get mad when they do it. Me love this. Me love this from you, Layla. Me love this because that me I talk about. Me don't want to hear. The next time, when Shayla starts flipping, me don't want to hear no. Me don't want to hear it because she's gotten an opportunity to rectify this thing and she now rectify the thing. Me not like this. You think after playing Shayla, playing Amber for a whole year of what took place would have never happened now Amber being naive again. Would have never been seeing her be naive again. It don't make no sense. The level of naivety has gone over whatever it is. Thank you very much, Misty. The Lord has given us common sense. For the same reason, you're not going to keep going on the corner. Only wouldn't go up on the corner with a bunch of guys with a lot of tools in them hand and say, you know what? Don't worry about it, man. You know, listen to me, I'm godly and nothing going to happen at all. What am I inviting? So that don't make sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. Anthony's plan is working. Amber can be the babysitter. No bar, no work. Now Anthony and Shayla can pump the city. Honestly, one journey, that's what I think is going on right now. Anthony is just licking his chops. Let me explain to you what this has done. Amber has Anthony licking his chops. Amber has Anthony licking his chops because she realized, say no, Anthony said, so you're an idiot. Oh, you're a fool. Okay. You have no sense. Your common sense gone. Okay. So okay. I saw. All right. Okay. Listen to me. She's treating. Anyways. Make her run into it. Nanya, I saw me feel to Nanya. Me vex. Vex, Nanya, me vex. Just like how you vex, Nanya, me vex. Me vex just like how you vex. Nanya, me want to cuss, Nanya. Listen to me, but me have to calm myself. Nanya, me upset. That mommy, me love this mommy. You can't keep Anthony from dealing with her, but not in my house. Me respect a woman that put her foot down. This should have never happened. Even J-Dub can't manage watching this. J-Dub says, I agree. It's hard to watch. I'm just watching to see if Shayla karma, and then I'm through watching. Well, we'll wait. Nonetheless, let's run. In a sense. Anyways, Shayla comes to drop off the baby. Let's get into the meat of the matter. I'm going to show you exactly how it pen out for the day. Like I said before. She comes to drop off the baby. Right? She comes to drop off the baby. It's what's going on. One entire week. She just come to drop off the kid for 1 week.
You to keep your son for a week? Like, what's the issue? I'm with him for life, so.
Shayla, I have things I have to do. Keeping him a week? That's a lot.
Okay, welcome to my life. And what do you mean? What do you have more important to do than spend time with your son?
I have to work.
Okay, so why is all the responsibility on me? We laid down together and had this child. Why do I have to have him all the time? Sometimes I need a break. I have things I need to do as well.
And I'm giving you a break is why you brought him over here. Really? I didn't expect for a week. A week, Shayla?
All right, so here's the deal. This, Nanya, me vex. Actually, you don't know Nanya. 1 entire week she leave the baby for. Is she right that Anthony needs to keep him? No. And maybe I should ask that question again. Let me re-ask the question. Let me re-ask the question. So Anthony is saying it's sudden. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. There are no breaks. Take care of a kid. Listen to me. Shayla is asking for a break after coming after a break, you know. She's been on multiple breaks. Remember I said she wanted to go to Wayne's party. And the baby was left with Anthony. Now she's trying to go somewhere else and the baby is being left with Anthony again. But at the same point, Anthony still need to provide money at the same point. And he still need to go to work while the mother plays around. This is why I say, I don't know what Amber drink. She must have drink something different. Maybe Amber drink a different water. I don't know. Maybe she drink something. Listen, I don't know what Amber is drinking. It's obvious Amber is drinking something that I'm not privileged enough to be a part of. It is best that Anthony apply to have the decision-making responsibilities and parenting plan schedules set along with extracurricular activities fairly allocated. It is best for them to do that, but they're not do it. That's exactly right, O'Neill. Amber is a fool for doing all of this. Shayla and Anthony now sees that, oh, okay, so you're an idiot. Okay, don't worry yourself, we have something exactly for you. As O'Neill said, Amber invites Shayla back in her house. That's what she has done. She has invited the devil back in her house. So if anything go wrong now, me don't want to hear it again. Rico, this is what she should suggest. At this point, I was hoping this is what I wanted to see from Amber, Rico. Her suggesting a custody schedule. Not her saying, oh, I'm just going to keep the baby because, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to keep the baby because of this. No. You put it together. It made no sense to me at all. No sense. For a week, she want the man to keep the baby for a week. For an entire week. For an entire week, it doesn't make sense. Would you just keep a... Hold on. There's a question. Would you keep a child for a week without reason? There is no reason as to what's going on. I'm telling you. Look, Sabrina, listen, O'Neill is not against. I'm not against Anthony keeping Kai. I want to understand that because I want Kai to have both parents. But it's what is happening. That are the deal. They need a custody schedule because now Shayla has realized she can play. Well, the person that's going to get the most of this is Amber. I mean, why you're not complaint when she's getting it. Today was not the first time Shayla even up. Okay, it says Charmaine. Here's the deal. Exactly, they've been inviting her in. They have been inviting her in. Here's the deal with this entire thing. How this work is, the baby needs to be dropped off. That's what needs to happen. The baby get dropped off. So when it's time for you to get the baby, when Anthony time to bring the baby back in, drop the baby off. When it's Shayla's time, she drop the baby off. That's what needs to be happening. Them need a pickup spot. Anthony, thank you very much for the super chat. Good evening. Maybe this is a sign that the Daltons might get caught. One Shayla have a breakdown because of Iman and Delicia. And I will say this again. Even if she has a mental breakdown, this is the thing, you know. This is the thing, Anthony. I love what you're saying. This is the thing. Even if Shayla has a mental health breakdown, it still doesn't guarantee them to hold on to the kid. Because once Shayla gets better, she's going to retain all of the custody. That's just how it works. The mother has majority of the custody every time. That's the thing with it, you know. I know people saying them wish Amber could get custody, but that's how custodies work. The mother has generally. the mother has the lion's share of anything. Pick up spot, police station on the parking lot. Serena, I tell you. Absolutely not. For once, Anthony tried to stand up their relationship and Amber derailed him. I never like it. O'Neill, we do know that the writers are setting this up for a scenario of what's to come. Well, let's see. I'm hoping it is terrible. Work out a schedule on the weekends. Work out a schedule. Did they keep the baby once before a week? When Anthony confronted Shayla that the baby smells like gas. Of course they did. They've been keeping the kid. Shayla realized that, listen, she can start to use this household because she has Amber, who is just dawning for a child. Let me tell her before already what she needs to do. IVF. I've already suggested what the solution to that is. That's why you need your own kid. So that way that you don't have to rely upon this. Because Shayla is always going to get the lion's share of anything.
That's a lot.
Okay. A week. Ooh, you're a whole father.
I know this.
What is a week?
Okay, and you still haven't told me what you have to do that's so important that it requires you to be gone for a week.
Anthony, you need to step in and be a father.
Don't do
Our
that.
son is getting older. He needs you to be around. He needs a man's example.
I am around, and I am an example.
Exactly. But notice, this only happens sometimes. All right, lover, let's examine the comment. O'Neill, I love you and what you stand for. Not this, no. This when a mother's that wants to be a mother and can't be, it's hard. Amber really wants to be a mother. And right, because she wants to spend time with the baby. Yes, Laverne, and that's why there's something called IVF. There are treatments that you can do. IVF. Why we can't go do IVF? You can go do IVF. Anthony and Amber are millionaires. They can go do IVF. Amber can go get pregnant. She can get a surrogate to get her a kid. The point of the matter is, what I'm looking at, maybe you now look on it this way. What I'm looking at is, you're talking about Shayla. It's not a regular person you're talking about. You're talking about Shayla. No, if Anthony had impregnated Shayla long before Amber, then it never worked out and now he met whatever it is, all of what you're saying is valid. Right? Because no, she move on, he move on, it worked out that way. No, this happened while they're married. That is the problem I have with it. Amber canceled a trip to stay with the baby while Shayla running after a man who broke up with her. That speaks volumes. Exactly. Shayla is a deadbeat and Amber is more of a mother to her. That boy did. She's a red flag. Exactly. Thank you very much. True to love is a red flag. I want Amber to get her own kids so she can make fair rules. No, look. Maybe I just O'Neill just want too much for Amber. Yes, so I'm telling you, so I don't realize that O'Neill maybe just wants too much for Amber. Maybe O'Neill wants too much. You can't tell me no. Amber needs her own kid. We want her to have her own baby. So that way that she can set her rules. So she can set her rules. That's what the deal is. She want to be able to set her own rules. Kai is not her kid. O'Neill Amber has a baby already. Kai is not her child. It's not her child. It's not. It is not her baby. According to the story, it's not her baby. It's not hers. I'm not saying about she need her own kid. See, Melanin start tell her same thing. She want her own kid. Because when Shayla get upset, you're going to see a different thing. And you won't be able to say anything about it. Shayla will always be able to call the shots. With Kai, listen to me, with Kai, Shayla will always be able to call the shots. That's the problem. These are the issue. What I think y'all not seeing. She'll always be able to call the shots. That's the deal. Well, Shayla is mentally unstable, and we know that for years she should be in a psychiatric hospital and let Daltons have full custody. Should, but to be able to get full custody, it's hard to do it. It's hard for you to get full custody. Listen to me. Shayla will always be able to call the shot. That's why you want your own kid. Because Shayla will always be able to call. Remember this is Georgia's law, guys, and my law. I don't miss the law. Why did not set the law, guys? I know only you set the law, the law just exists, The law says, let me go back for the law again. I'm going to show it to y'all again. I'll show you exactly why it's in our best interest. Wait me not for long. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. Who has full custody of a child out of wedlock in Georgia? I want y'all to look at this. I want y'all to watch this. We'll research this again. I'll show you what's going on. I've been petitioning. Trinley, I've been petitioning. I want you to look at this. Look on this again. Because I love it when we do these researches. Because that's what our channel is about. I want you to see this. This is why you want to do things the way you do them. O'Neal is not trying to see if he can be shifty. In Georgia, if a child is born out of wedlock, parents are not married, the mother automatically has full legal and physical custody of the child, at least initially. Unless the father, and until the father takes specific legal steps to establish his rights. Do you see this? Do you see this? All right, let me work it out for you. Can an unmarried father get full legal custody? No. You know what? Okay, what situation can an unmarried father get legal custody? Y'all believe said Angelina I got allow of a child in Georgia. You must believe say Angelina or Zastri is going to give up them parental rights for Amber get it. Them not going to give up them rights for Amber get it. Hold on, man. You know say only like work it, miss. It's commentary. You know only like work it. Okay. Let's see if we can first part of establish legitimation in the court. Okay. He has legal legitimation. Okay, let me see if I can get it. In summary, only after establishing paternity, completing the process. Okay, I don't think it gave me what we wanted to get. Legal custody, get full custody. How does he get full physical custody of the child? Hold on, man. Hold on. Listen to me. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Angelina, the grandmaster, she'll get custody before Amber gets any custody. Can I get it? Can I get it? Here we go. All right, so let's go. Georgia do not favor fathers or mothers. Them trying to say this, but we all know this work. They favor stability and safety. An unmarried father may be awarded full physical custody if he proves things like substance abuse, untreated mental illness, repeated hospitalization breakdowns, domestic violence, criminal activity, child neglect. So these are the things them have to have. These are the evidence them have to have. You see this? No, I don't remember if y'all remembered. We have a person who have an actual story on the channel. I named Evan White Sr. When Evan come in, listen to him again. Evan let you know that he went through the same thing. And even when Evan have all the evidence in the world, he still could not get full legal custody of him kid. Even when Evan have all of the evidence in the world, the courts actually sent the mother to go get treatment. And Evan only could have gotten joint custody. I'm just showing you guys how tough it is to get custody from a mother. Men have always known this. And just because we're watching now from an Amber space, and Amber is in the situation of a man, why different? Men have always known this, and she's in the situation of a man because of her husband. That's why. That's the only reason. But that's really and truly what it is. That's why I've been telling you guys.
I'm going to work so I can provide for him and you, clearly.
Okay, well, it's not about work and money. It's about spending
Shayla,
time with
I'm
your
not
son,
doing
Anthony.
this.
Why do I have to convince you to spend time with your son?
You don't have
though?
to convince me. I'm just saying a week. I can't do a week. I'm not doing a week. So I don't know what your plans are and what you have going on, but you're gonna have to adjust them.
I can never depend on you when I need you.
What do you do?
When have I ever asked you to keep him that long? When?
Always. You've always been asking him. Now let me ask y'all this. Was Anthony wrong? Was Anthony wrong for putting his foot down? Obviously, him balls get big basically. For the one time him actually get big. O'Neal, I agree with you. All I know is that Amber typically leads with her emotions, and I believe Amber is pregnant. She had an appointment this morning. Maybe she's not sharing with Anthony right now since she had a miscarriage. You know what? Simply, Miss May, I really and truly hope that's what it is. I'm telling us, I really do hope that she's pregnant for my sake. That's what I prefer to see the daughters them in that light right now. I hope so. Anthony is rich though. I'm sure he'd be able to get a fantastic lawyer. Of course he would. Anthony would not get the custody, and Amber would not get the custody that Anthony would. And Anthony can get custody. Anthony has more leverage to get full custody right now that Shayla does. And again, I not think him not going to be able to get full custody, because here's why I'm not going to get full legal. When I say full custody, I'm talking about the baby live with him fully and not with the mother, because Shayla is not right now unstable. She might not be working, but they're going to ask her to go for child support. But she have a house. Kai is still in the house. It's going to take more than just that for you to get the baby from her. I'm telling you, listen to me. I know why this is so hard to believe. Because for the first time, women get to see through the eyes of a male. Them don't want to tell us this, but this is the unspoken rule. Women always get favored in the courts. Unless there's something going on with a woman. And even when something is going on with a woman, she still have the right away. She still have the right away. But let's go into where, Amber intervene and do all sorts of different things where she shouldn't do, right? What I think she shouldn't have done in the whole inkling. She should never have done this, but let's go through it. Where's it? Just read the next kid for the writers. If Shayla goes to jail, Shayla has a mental breakdown. Shayla lose custody of her child. They're not gonna. Let's see if them do it. Amber D. Is this the undercover Amber in the chat? No problem. That's correct. There are 2 items on the list, but you have to have a mental breakdown. The list we're talking about, I know what you're saying. You're talking about this, right? Right, Layla? So it says you need substance abuse. You have to go be able to prove substance abuse. Because clothes smell of weed or of substances. They have no proof of it right now because they wash the clothes. Untreated mental illness. Them don't know. They have no inkling into Shayla's mental diagnosis. Repeated hospitalization breakdown. They haven't seen that. Domestic violence. Where has that happened? There's nothing yet. They have no evidence. As of right now, they don't have evidence. They'll have to create the evidence.
Hey, Shayla.
Okay. So you find somebody to watch car?
I haven't found anybody yet. I can probably ask my mom, but she's really busy. At this point, I think I'm gonna have to start hiring babysitters.
Babysitters? Like someone you don't know?
I mean, if I can't watch them, you can't keep them. I just need another option. I know Zashi's not gonna want to keep them. She likes her freedom.
So, just hiring somebody, what you gonna look on, what, Craigslist or something?
I'm not gonna look on Craigslist. I'm gonna find somebody qualified to keep my son.
How did Amber get into this? I'm a question. How did she get it? Should Amber have stayed out of this? That are the question. Yes or no? Should Amber have stayed out of this? This, to me, was not Amber's business. Rico, I don't think you was as upset as I was. When you override Anthony in front of Shayla, you show her again that Anthony is not in charge. You give her the wherewithal to consistently disrespect what you guys got going on. And so she's able to create that dissension between you two. I don't think Amber understands what this did for Shayla. This was the worst move ever. This was the worst move me ever see Amber pull. This the move here was the worst move she pulled. Me never like it. It me cringe. Me couldn't watch. Me couldn't watch. That's correct. True to love. Look on the gaslighting. I'm sit down and be like, there's no way y'all can't tell that this is like obvious gaslighting. Ain't no way on the can be able to tell this. In Georgia, she have to a way to support herself and a baby. The child support should not be used as a sole income. That support her and the baby. All right, give me one moment here, guys. Hold on, Layla. Don't worry, Layla. I know you're arguing, Layla. Don't worry. I know what you're arguing. In Georgia. Layla, I think say, you think O'Neal, no. Layla, I want you to pay attention to this. Bear with me here, guys. I think Layla is discussing the issue of Shayla losing custody. I want you to look at this again, Layla. Yes, an unmarried mother in Georgia can lose her sole legal and physical custody to the father even if she's unemployed, but only through a court process and not simply because she isn't working. There must be legal grounds and proof that a change in the child's best interest or that she's an unfit parent. In other words, you're going to have to prove that Kai has nothing to eat or any of those things at all. You're going to have to prove that. Look here, so again, the mother's employment status alone is not enough. Just because the mother is not working doesn't automatically mean she will lose custody. Georgia does not presume a parent unfit because of unemployment or low income. The court looks at factors under the best interest of the child standard, including love, affection, bonding between the child and parent, each parent's ability to care for the child's daily needs, stability and home environment, willingness to support the child, emotional, physical, and educational needs. Listen to me. You have to prove them things here. You have something called a custody evaluation. You have to prove this. There's a lot of proof go into it. Let me just say this, Layla, without giving away too much. let's just say O'Neal has been involved in more than one of these. But I'm just going to leave it there. I can't tell you nothing different. I can't give away anything. I will just say this to you, Layla. O'Neal has been involved in more than one of these. More than one meaning. More than one cases of custody agreement in the courts. When I tell you that it is tough to prove certain things, believe what I'm telling you. Not because you just pop up something out of thin air, mean you're going to be able to just get whatever it is. You're not. When you're a man, it's tough to get custody. Trust me. Sometimes the mother can't even be on her face. She can't even depend on drugs very, very hard, and the court still gives her a chance. Still give her a chance. And you say, wait, ain't no way. Yes. The courts, it's not in stone. It's not in any laws. Only now read this off of a law, but I just saw it go. I just one of them double standard there. Women controls the majority of the decision in our courts. We don't know how, we don't know why, but that's what it is. Anywho, let's run into the thing a little more.
No, I don't know what y'all got going on, but we're not doing that. We will watch Kai. We're not about to have some strangers taking the baby that, I mean, you have to go through interviews and all. No.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
No,
I understand.
Shayla, all due respect, it is that big of a deal.
I don't know why Shayla got into this. I mean, I don't know how Amber got into this. If it was me, I would have not gotten into this because it's not my business. As much as I am married to my spouse, when it comes to a child that she has with another person, it is not my business. Honestly, I think Amber saw Anthony. Honestly, I think Amber saw Shayla is unhinged at the party. O'Neal does not seem to understand the stranger danger. I understand stranger danger, but it can't be used every time though, Nanya. Because then it will be used on you. My thing, is that Shayla now realizes she has a button in Nanya. That means she has a button she can press. Well, I'm just gonna get a babysitter. Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what? Watch him, Nanya. I'm just gonna get a babysitter. She's not going to get a babysitter. You know what? Maybe O'Neal wrong. Anthony should have told her that she can take this. You know what? Hold on. You know what? It's a good question. You know what? Hold on. Do you believe that Shayla will get a babysitter? Don't worry. Maybe O'Neal wrong. Don't worry, sir. Let me read some comments. Maybe O'Neal is incorrect. Maybe I want to believe that Shayla not getting a babysitter. To me, she was not going to get a babysitter. He has one that it had hinted into the previous kid. She has a history of mental illness. Yes, but there is not enough evidence. And that's the thing. O'Neal, I was so upset with Amber, I didn't watch it anymore. Because I get upset to Steffi. Because I can't believe she actually allowed this to go. We all know that Shayla put Iman in front of Kai. So we get someone in Home Depot car parking lot to watch Kai so she can go to LA. I don't think she would. But on a belief so still. I don't think she would. I think she should. I don't think she would. So y'all are saying because she look crazy, Amber's trying to take the baby from her. Is that what you're saying? She will give her baby to anybody to watch. That's insane. You think she'll give the baby to anybody at all? Amber thought of Kai's safety instantly and her mother in front of, and the mother in front spoke. The mother in her spoke, and I understand why she did it. Kai is innocent. I'm not saying Kai is not innocent, because I say, what I just think is that they might use something. Exactly, I don't understand why people are not understanding why Amber did what she did. I understand the maternal instinct that you guys are speaking of, but I'm also, what I do is call to your attention. This is now a card Shayla is going to pull on you. And I'm saying you can't give her that card to pull on you. You have what I would have done. Let me give you what I would have done. I would have seen what she actually do. Yes, I have to call her bluff. O'Neal would have called her bluff. Because O'Neal wants to see exactly how she goes about things. Then you can create that as a report. Actually, Amber let Shayla off of the hook when she take Kai. This is actually what has occurred. I see what you guys are saying, but let me tell you what happens. Amber let me explain something what she has done. Same thing that Layla is talking about. Amber lets Shayla off the hook by keeping Kai. Let me explain that to you. Because then there is no incident. There is nothing for you to report. That's the thing. She let her off of the hook. Because guess what? We have a report. Them can't report this. There's no incident. The manner in which Amber did what she did was wrong. That again, Tierra. That's the next piece of the puzzle. Y'all could talk about the mannerism of Amber doing what she did, but you can't do this in front of Shayla. But don't worry. I'm going to play the story so you see it.
And we will figure it out, and we will watch Kai. So you can do whatever it is that you need to do. We're not having...
You see that? Did you just see that? In other words, in front of Shayla. Remember, Shayla is, I could get anybody else, but Shayla of all person, you don't want to show dissension in front of Shayla. You don't want to show lack of unity in front of Shayla. Because she said, oh. But don't worry, I'm going to show it to you.
Babe, it's fine. We'll figure it out, okay? I'm not gonna... Why would you want somebody to be watching Kai? We don't know. No, we're not gonna do that, Shayla. So
Okay, I'm just saying it could be another option because
no, it's okay.
life happens.
Look at Shayla gaslighting them. I want to still understand what I say. She gaslight the two of them. She realizes she can gaslight them. She realizes she can gaslight them. But hey, all right, hey. If y'all don't realize what's going on, if we don't see the play, fine. And Ashley, thank you very much. Plus, it takes time to find a babysitter. Shayla is trying to get her own way. She's never going to just leave Kai with anybody at all. What are we talking about? Look how long it took her to leave the baby of Amber. Shayla she even gaslight other people's mind. That's what I tell you. You have to call Shayla's bluff. I understand where you're coming from, O'Neal too. They could have called her bluff. If she did get a babysitter, then Amber could have stepped in. Then you can do that. But I'm saying call her bluff, man. Nobody called her bluff. What you have done is you've shown her that you will cave in. That's the point me I try to raise to y'all. Listen to me. Me hear with the maternal thing, And I hear the idea of her being a mother and all of that kind of stuff. But that's what Shayla has done. Let's not forget that Amber was not in her right mind either after that, like at the Lake House episode. O'Neal, Amber has grown to love Shayla's baby. She's been keeping his child from that day. Anthony started getting him. Why are you so confused about that? What am I confused about? You know, get to me and try to say to guys. I miss what I go on. Amber's being a hypocrite. That same thing that she told Anthony not to let Shayla do. That's exact. Oh, boy. You know what? I love some of the people who come in the comments and remember exactly what's going on. Want to remember Mommy, thank you very much for posting this. Let me put up Mommy's chat again. Let me read Mommy's chat. Big and bold so you can see it. Amber is being a hypocrite. The same thing she told Anthony not to let Shayla do. That's exactly what she's doing. She has allowed Shayla now to control her like a pawn and a puppet. Because now she realized that, all I have to do the next time is to pull whatever it is. All right. Shayla is trying to go to LA by any means necessary. So I know you'd get anyone, so she would get anyone to watch it. That's not true. I don't believe this. I don't believe it. She would have found someone else. Maybe Zashri or one of the other people. Trust me. Shayla would have found someone else if they said no. I'm telling you. She's not keep. She may not make the babysitter keep this baby. Shayla knows what she's doing. Like, hold on. Hold on. Don't tell me that you guys are starting to fuck. Hold on. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Are you falling for Shayla? Hold on. Are you falling for Shayla's bluff? Maybe I only like, hold on. Hold on. You know what? Writers, I've got to congratulate you. You have some way, somehow allowed the people to fall for you. You know what? I have to give it up to the writers. But you know what? Maybe on the right and only wrong. The point of the matter is this. That's not a trail of evidence. But isn't it a trail of evidence how often she leaves the baby? No, it's not. Because it's consensual. So you can't use that. It has to be under excruciating circumstances. Whenever it is you're going to prove something inside of the court, it has to be under like duress then. So in other words, she leaving the baby under duress. She have issues going on and she, whatever it is, and she discombobulated and she is discombobulated. She probably leave the baby on the doorstep and run off or something to that effect. That is evidence. Me coming to you and telling you to watch him is not evidence. That's co-parenting. The court's going to say, oh, you guys just co-parenting. Again, that's what it is. Honestly, it had to happen like this because the LA trip is going to knock Shayla out. Let's see. Let's see. She knows how to play on Amber's weakness. J-Dub is finally telling you guys. She has figured out. She has now figured out. All right, listen to me. I hope for the sake of y'all that the LA trip plays out. Because I'm telling y'all right now, them now find out nothing about the LA trip. That LA trip is not going to go the way we think it's going to go. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Nana, you believe that Shayla was just going to leave the baby on some whatever it is? Nana, remember I said the baby is Shayla's 401k and her pension plan. Trust me. She's not leaving this baby any old place. Nanya, believe what me tell you say. Nanya, Moya, believe me when me tell you say. When O'Neal tell you say Shayla was never going to leave this baby anywhere. She has some way, somehow convinced even the audience that she was going to leave the baby. You know, so I'm in a shock, Eslin. The funny thing, you know, Eslin, is that I'm in a shock, you know. It's just the way how Amber pull off the stunt. And that me shocked about. I really believe Amber would have put up more than a fight like this. You know, so Eslin, I'm not shocked. You're right. O'Neal right, you know. O'Neal thing come true again, you know. But what I'm shocked at is that Amber put up no fight at all when it came to Shayla. In other words, she didn't even take a stand. That's what O'Neal shocked about. It's how quickly Amber caved from her own life. And that makes it no more alarming because the story now changes in that one moment. But let me read some comments. Shayla is so desperate and mentally disturbed that she would probably have taken Kai to LA to chase after Iman. Thank you very much. True love, that me can believe. This O'Neal can believe. But for tell us, Shayla going to just leave Kai anywhere, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. They allow her to talk in a way, her way into getting what she wants. They just kept him. Not even a year ago, Amber's world was destroyed. Let her go get a sitter and figure out parenthood. That's what she needs to do. I love what y'all are saying, but y'all are acting like you don't want Amber to give the woman accountability either. She has to get accountability from somewhere. You look like you forget. Kai is our 401k, and that she say. Shayla needs to figure, Amber needs to make sure she teaches a lesson. Anthony needs to teach a lesson. That's what Anthony was trying to do. But guess who come in and save her? Another woman. And of all the women in the world, Amber is the one who come save her. and you think that that's cool, they have just, them just make her more emboldened right now. She is even more emboldened. When Shayla comes back from LA and finds out that Iman and Shayla will come back crying. Let's just hope Anthony doesn't feel supportive. Let's see. Let's see. We understand what Shayla is doing. We understand the manipulation. What would your strategy be? Exactly. And I'm telling you what it is. You have to make her figure it out. The strategy for Shayla is to make her figure it out. You have to do that, Nanya. The strategy for Shayla, this is what it is, Nanya, is to make her figure it out. Nanya, don't forget, say O'Neal was, let me explain something, Nanya. And I know you go through it as well, so don't worry. We're going through the same thing. Amber, not godmother, no religious ceremony at church. Amber is a stepmother. Thank you very much, One Journey. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat and for reminding people that there was no ceremony at all. Thank you very much. Listen to me. They need to get Shayla to figure it out. O'Neal was at some point left with his own kid. What O'Neal did for do? Go to the mother or go to other people and say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to leave her with a babysitter. I'm just going to leave my girl with a babysitter. So, you know what? If you don't want me to do that, then just bail me out. No. O'Neal have to figure it out. That's what mothers do. Them figure it out. Now, while she's figuring it out, if she can't figure it out in her non-figuring it outness, then you can prove what they're trying to prove. But they can't prove anything when you don't give her the chance to figure it out. And that's the issue. That's correct, Gigi. That's correct. They might gaslight the viewers that too. If they don't nip this, it will become worse over time. Abby, thank you very much for putting it in there. That's the point only that try to raise. What is the other side, Nanya? We all see the manipulation. That's not the problem. What's the solution? I just told you. Make her figure it out. Nanya, the solution is make Shayla figure it out. That's what I'm saying. Make Shayla figure it out. That is the solution. You have to make the mother figure it out. You can't, Nanya, the moment you start trying to bail Shayla out in these circumstances, you're saying that, you know what, Shayla, I don't care what you do. I'm always going to make sure that I do this for you. Make her figure it out. She wanted this in the first place. Make her figure it out. That is what the solution is. I didn't know that we're going to just cuddle mothers. You know what, Nanya? If O'Neal wrong, O'Neal, if O'Neal is wrong, Nanya, I wanted to start going around and babysitting the single mothers then. I needed to start making sure that the people that you know start babysitting the single mothers, them kids, because since as they don't need to figure it out by themselves, we need to start doing that right now. As of now, based on what you're telling me, if what you're saying is correct, then what we need to start doing is we need to start finding single mothers and say, don't worry, we'll watch a kid for you. Because that's what you're saying. In a nutshell, that's exactly what's going on right here. So, in a nutshell. In a nutshell, that's what's happening. Hold on, give me a moment. Thank you for the super chat, mommy. Shayla win-loss era in Los Angeles era. Okay, she straightened up when it came. Exactly. Thank you very much. Shayla will do what she needs to do. She straightened up when them talk about the smoking. Okay, how did she deal with the smoking? Mommy, oh my gosh, I'm glad you put I'm so happy that I have people that will keep us honest in here. How did she figure out the smoking? How come Shayla figure out the smoking? Why she never continue make Kai smoking at the apartment? If Shayla couldn't figure this piece out, then how she figure out the piece with Iman smoking in the apartment? You see what I'm talking about? There you go. Thank you very much. Why are you going to the extreme? Shayla has to grow up and take on the consequence of her own. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I'm saying. Anybody that sent me to jail can't get anything from me. Thank you. Even J-Dub, I tell you that. And J-Dub is an avid Shayla. I'm showing you guys how una argue. Me love Amber and guys, but you can't argue fair at this point in time because this should never have happened. Especially how it happened as well too.
Yeah. Whatever you have to do, you go and do that, and we'll figure it out. Anthony, we will figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yes, all that matters is Kai. And really, this is his home as well, and we got it.
Is that right?
You see that look on her face? That is the look I want to see. You see that look on Shayla's face right here, sir? You see the look on Shayla's face right here, so it tell you everything you need to know. This is the look O'Neal watch. When O'Neal said this look, he know what this look mean. Shayla needs to learn to hear no from people. From the time she get manipulative, everybody caves in and says yes. She has to take responsibility. All of a sudden, even my own Amber fans that try to cuddle Shayla. No, man, I forgot burning out there tonight, man. There's no way I can be sitting down here, so I cuddle Shayla.
More fire.
No way.
All our about corruption say more fire. All our about confusion say more fire.
No, man, I'm burning out tonight, man. I'm burning out. I try to see if I can pick up the Shayla. I'm burning out. I'm burning out. No. I'm burning out tonight. I'm blaze a fire pounder tonight. I'm blaze fire pounder tonight. No way. No way. She find the weak link. Thank you very much, Steffi. Steffi, she find the weak link. I'm burning out tonight. If you sit down and try to see if I can pick up the Shayla and take Shayla off of the accountability block and train, I'm burning out tonight. Here's some more fire upon the face.
More fire.
No way.
All our about corruption say more fire. All our about confusion say more fire.
I'm burning out tonight because there ain't no way y'all gonna tell me una pick up for what's going on here, so. I could have never. Shayla was never getting a babysitter. Shayla was trust what me I tell you. Shayla was never getting a babysitter. Me I tell you that. Look on Shayla's face right there, so. Shayla realized that she catch you know. And I know just Amber she catch Amber and Anthony and everybody will pick up right now for what Amber go on with just now. She catch you know right now. I can't believe she catch you in the trap. I can't believe she catch more people. I can't believe she catch you. I can't believe that she catch you. I can't believe that she catch you and none of the thing. None of ever make Shayla, con artist Shayla catch you. Shayla is a con artist. I couldn't not realize that she... Why I can't believe the man? I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe, O'Neal. I can't believe. She catch Nanya and a bunch of people, I can't imagine. She has conned even the viewers she can to blow cup. My gosh. I can't believe she can, no. Amber is being a simp. She has no rights when it comes to Kai. She will leave this out. I can't believe when make Shayla can no. Jeez, I'm serious she can no. I can't believe you make she can no. You want to tell me say O'Neal more straight on the topic than on right now? Me say me think una come in tonight to come blaze the fire. Why me I tell you why? Mommy, thank you very much for the super chat. I can't believe. Shayla's manipulation, my ex-daughter-in-law, does the same thing to my son and me. And they have a court order. It's hard when you think about the kids and the safety. May I tell you them no for can no. They still can't stay there. One can't stay there. I can't believe I will never I will never take up a Shayla. I'll always be an Amber fan. Shayla is a horrible human being. The woman has found a way to con the people them. Why I mean no know? She can't no nanny. I can't believe she make no believe. Amber is a simp for Kai right now. And that me I tell him Russian. So I can't believe the writers them con the Amber fans to blow scope. I can't believe the writers them find a way for getting on the brain. After only over years of trying to tell y'all how to work it. Russian, I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe the fans them I can't believe them do this to them. I can't believe them do this to them, guys. When you come back, please. Only she did caught us. Me I tell her say Shayla should have been left alone with this. Look on Shayla's face. She catch Anthony because she catch him because guess what now? She get Amber to put him in line. Shayla now knows what's the solution. The solution, Nanya, is to let Shayla figure it out. Me now stop saying she is a mother. Let her figure it out. If she is struggling to figure it out, go to the courts and show them the evidence that she's struggling to figure it out. But you have to do that. Nanya, explain something. Only you'll get involved in a custody business too, you know. I'm going to tell you, say, in order to get through on them custody thing there, you have to allow things. I know you want to control every narrative, but you can't. You will have to trust God to know that Kai is going to be safe. And ask God to work things out without you trying to insert yourself and trying to play God. What Amber was doing at this one is, while it have a noble thing to it, it wasn't even done well. If you're a baby boy, Anthony would have said, we're going on vacation. Shayla should not have had a chance to go further. That is the solution. That makes sense, Nanya. If him even said that, that makes sense. But then she go and gaslight it again. The point, you know, is Nanya, she'll gaslight it, you know. That's the deal, you know. Let me see what you say, Abby. I'm trying to read all the comments here, so. Vacation, Anthony and Amber going on vacation to Disneyland, hopefully in LA. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe they will. But I see you coming on, Nanya. It only shouldn't even have reached the point where Shayla was able to ask them to keep the baby that longer. Anthony should have said that we're going on vacation. But even if he had said this, Nanya, me thinks she should have gaslighted him nonetheless. Because she figured out that she can gaslight him. She know the buttons to press. It's just if she can get through. That's what kids do to play their parents against each other. I know she just realized that they are not unified. And she can manipulate people to get what she wants. Yes, Abby. She figure out, say, no, okay. Them not straight. Okay. What a move. Brilliant move. You have to figure it out. You can't have a parent come and tell us whatever it is. That's correct. One journey. They have your parents need to figure it out. You think O'Neal have to figure it out? O'Neal is a man that live on the stage. And there were times when I have my daughter alone and I have to figure it out. What do you mean? I have to figure it out. The mother not around. I have to figure it out. You think me can say, well, you know, you have to do this because I have somewhere to go and because of this, so this, and this. It's my turn. I'm have to figure it out. Nobody not coming to my rescue. That's the deal. And that's what we need to teach the people them. Thank you very much, Michelle. Me thanks you with me. Make her figure it out. She can figure it out. She's big enough. She's a big woman. She's not a kid. To me, Amber was meant to be a wife sitting at home all the time. You cannot take everything from a person and leave them with nothing in life but one you want to give them. Shouldn't be. Only why is Anthony still taking care of Shayla? Why? Because guess what? I don't know. I'm just dead it. I'm just dead it. That's right, Gigi. No power. Anthony power gone. Because no him realize. Hogwash. Wait, which one is hogwash, Nanya? What is the hogwash? Amber really disappointed me today. That's the thing, you know, Abby. Me disappointed, you know. Because she told Anthony one thing in private and something else in front of Shayla. Yeah, man, she tell him one thing in a private and then something else, one thing there. Shayla just wouldn't have been going to LA exactly Russian. She play them like a fiddle and them not realize that that's what's going on. Anthony should have stopped her at the door. Don't give me the junk of letting Amber slide and then you want Anthony slide and then you want to step on Amber. Of course, Anthony forgets some of the thing for whatever it is as well to Nanya. But let me show you something, Nanya. See this? I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something, Nanya. Me also want, listen to me. Remember, Nanya, let's look at it together. The problems we've been having is because, right, Amber hasn't put her foot down from a year ago, right? She get the chance again to put her foot down and she not do it. And that's why I'm going to flag Amber, Nanya, because you don't need to put your foot down. You think the man can cheat with my wife and the same man are coming through my door? And me not put my foot down, Nanya? If I allow that man to come back inside again, it is my fault and not yours. Because me should have put my foot down and let you know that if it is a me or the man, it's either me or him. But if that's how you want to work it, fine. That's why I'm going to give her the flack for this. That's why I'm going to give her the flack. I don't know why them still take care of Shayla and Stephanie. I don't understand why. Stephanie, I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Because of foolishness. Gigi Shayla knows how Amber is. She knows that Amber is weak. J-Dub are telling her that J-Dub is a Shayla fan. Even J-Dub figure out him the own character. Anthony finally put his foot down, right? And Amber makes him look like a fool. That's exactly him look like a fool. Like him don't know him I talk about. They discussed this. In case you don't remember the entire story what happened today. In case y'all don't remember how it happened, let me just hold on. Let me just work this out. Let me just work this out so you can see it. This is why I'm upset about this. I'll show you why. I want you to watch this. Watch this.
Keep Kai for a week. Didn't go anywhere else.
Okay. It's good to hear.
But this girl had the nerve to ask me.
What?
She asked, could we keep Kai for a week?
A week?
A week.
As in
As in starting today.
Now, Anthony, I know you did not agree.
Hell no, I didn't agree.
Okay.
The thing is, I asked her, I said, what is so pressing that I have to keep Kai for a week?
Right, what is she doing?
I have no idea. She wouldn't tell me. She said she needs to do something and I need to be a father and take care of him and be an example. I'm like,
Wait. She asked you at the last minute and then she's talking about you need to be a father? How about you be a mother, ma'am?
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
You see why I'm upset now, Nanya? I wanted to show you exactly why O'Neal is upset. Because they did this together. Amber, the same one, will understand what was going on. She should have never done this like this. This looked like dissension. But maybe O'Neal wrong, maybe O'Neal know him I talk about. Maybe O'Neal don't know him I talk about. Maybe O'Neal don't know him talking about. That's why O'Neal was not okay with what happened. There you go. I want to know what is she missing out on to Miss T. There is no job in LA that Shayla is going to. She not do anything at all. She's just going out to LA to go run up behind a man. Let her figure it out. And for Amber to discuss this with her husband and then go do something different, I never want to hear again then. When Anthony does something to the contrary and people start cussing. This is why I'm upset. That's exactly why O'Neal upset. Because they might try to give me the whole idea that they're doing this thing together and look on it. Give me one moment. Put her in that corner. I put her in the corner too very much. I'm very much disappointed in Amber today. I wanted to have the same energy when Shayla continues. And me know why you're not when more have the same energy when Shayla start do her own thing. That's all I'm telling y'all right now. That's all me I say right now. That's all I'm saying. Since y'all want to tell me say this is okay, fine. Fine. Okay. Hey, since that's what I say, that's the case. All right. I'm a rock with what y'all say. I'm gonna watch what y'all say. Anthony and Amber going on a vacation to Disneyland. Hopefully it's in LA. Hopefully, let's see if them go on a vacation. I'm not even sure I'm going to do that. Because it lets Amber show Shayla who is the boss. That's all it did. That's all it did. Only you've never have anything to say about Anthony. You never have anything to say about Wayne. No. Of course, I'm upset with Anthony at the same breath, but him put him foot down, so I was hoping that Amber would have stand up beside the man. The problem is that it don't look good. I don't know. Anyway, let me read some of y'all's comments. Maybe O'Neal miss one answer. I don't know. O'Neal miss one answer. Maybe O'Neal miss it. Nanya, maybe miss it. May I understand what you say, Nanya? Maybe O'Neal miss it. Maybe O'Neal understand. Shayla did not care once when Amber alerted Anthony. That's when she brought it up. Exactly. Exactly. She can just figure out, she can't figure out Iman going with our best friend Delicia. Exactly. Exactly. When a teen girl has a baby, sometimes they can't have a kid anymore, and sometimes they can't go to period. It's simple. And that's what it is. Shayla is a mother that needs to learn. A lot of women learn. Amber needs a child of her own. At the end of the day, Kai is not hers. And Sherman, I keep telling people this. Uno can celebrate Amber and Kai all y'all want. It's not her kid. And if it came down to it, she has no claim or no rights to the child. Not even as a stepmother. But that's the point O'Neal is raising. But I think apparently O'Neal missed something. I don't think anything big going on in LA. Thank you very much. It's going to be another wasted trip with just Amber and Anthony stuck with Kai. Nani, I totally agree that Anthony should have told Shayla that he wasn't able to keep Kai this week. She did not give him enough notice in advance. He told her that, and Amber changed the mind. That's why I can't blame Amber, because this is Amber's... I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something else. He told her... Okay. You know what, y'all? Hold on. I think we're watching two different series. Y'all are just arguing for Amber. Listen to me, guys. I love Amber, but you can't argue for the stupidity, guys. Let me play this.
I need you to keep him for the week.
The week?
Yeah. I have some stuff I need to handle. But also, he's a boy. He needs to be around his father more. And I'm worried about him because he's picking up some of my mannerisms. And so your presence is definitely...
Look at him saying no. Let me bring it down to the end of it. Let me bring it down to the end of it again. Let me bring it down to the end of it for you. I'm just playing it for you so you can see it.
It's unbelievable, Anthony. I asked you one simple thing, and that's too hard for you?
It's not as simple as you trying to make it seem.
Wow, it's not as simple. I know parenting is not as simple. Welcome to my life.
I'm not calling you stupid. I said this is stupid, Nanya. Never ever think I'm trying to call you stupid. I'm sure in the situation is though. That's what I'm saying. So let's look at that. Anthony says no. Then in the interim of Amber coming in, which is here, right? I'm just giving you all the story as to how it pen out. Right here is where Amber okays it.
It is that big of a deal. And we will figure it out and we will watch.
You see why it's tricky? Because after Anthony says no, Amber comes downstairs, inserts herself into something that does not belong to her, because I would never insert myself in the middle of a woman and her child and her child's father. I would never do it. I would never do it, because I would want it to be done to me. And if it was done to me, it would be met with fire and brimstone, because of my picnic. This was one of the times that I can vehemently say, honestly, guys, Amber was wrong. Just take that as what it is. This was cloning. This was just pure cloning. She never needed to do this. She never needed to do this on at all. It wasn't even necessary. Amber put Anthony on game about Shayla's wicked ways, and now she's letting Shayla run the game. In a minor sense, it's almost like she gone to something different. Amber is playing cheeky pets and Anthony playing checkers and Shayla is playing chess. Chess. That's exactly what Shayla is playing. You are absolutely correct, Abby. That's exactly what Shayla played. Chess. But, wanna say O'Neal, whatever it is. Okay, all right. J-Dub just tell you Shayla will never be a mother. And J-Dub is always cloning out. Even J-Dub couldn't stand the sight of what's occurring. Even J-Dub couldn't stand it. But, all right, hey, it's all cool. O'Neal know what I talk about. O'Neal does not know what he's talking about. Shayla now knows to go to Amber when Anthony says no. It's like as Abby said, when you have kids play a mother versus a father. They do it all the time. You have to be very careful because them can pit one against each other. Shayla has done this before and she's able to do it again. Grew up large, that's what I said to her. She needs to be checked. Period. It was just, it out of bounds, man. I don't know what to argue for, but if you say so, hey, you say so. It's just, come on, man. It's too easy. This one was too easy. This test was too easy for Amber. This was the easiest test for Amber. This was the easiest test for Amber for pass. She's overthinking. Listen, as much as I think Shayla have her deadbeat mother ways, the one thing we know she's not going to do is to leave Kai just randomly just like that. Me I guaranteed for you. Me I guarantee that. As much as me know she's terrible. Amber should have let Anthony handle this. Shirley, that's exactly what I was saying. You don't interject yourself into people when they have them children like this. Anthony should have leave Kai on Amber. She went against Anthony's decision. Del Mari, that's what I'm thinking. I'm mad with her. Just hope Amber does not scream when the script is flipped. It's nonsense. Nonetheless, listen to me. Me still want to see her succeed. You know. Don't get me wrong, you know. But me have to call it spade. What have I missed, Eslin? But me have to call it spade. We don't miss it. Me think I wanna miss it. Wanna miss is two things that has happened. One, Amber has shown that Shayla does not need to listen to him in front of her. Number one. And number two, Amber has shown that, you know what, Shayla? We don't care what you need to do. We will always watch Kai because she's going to always pull up the same card. If me knows that me can pull a card on you one time, why would I not pull the same card again? Why? Live, love, laugh. Thank you very much. That's what I try to explain to them. Shayla would have left the baby with Kai or Brody. Ain't no way to have this going on. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here. I'm not going to let it go any further. Don't worry, me love you nonetheless. It was a very, very powerful discussion. I love the discussion nonetheless. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We're going to take a break. I'm going to talk to you all soon and we'll see me at the mini live tonight. Bye-bye. I'm talking.